What is up, guys? Welcome back to the back of the net. Yes, I do sound nothing like Dan. But yes, this is Back of the Net episode 134. Wow, same age as Dan's girlfriend. But yes, I have Adam. We've actually found him. After finding the ways of women, he's actually here now and got off the tit. And then of course we've got our. Well, I wouldn't say fill-in, I'd say like the fourth member, bit like the Bee Gees now, which is Alex, or Conflict.
Yo, what's up? He's back.
Should we... Well, it's usually me that does this, but Adam, this is your turn. Do you want to see what's coming on the podcast?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to apologise to anyone for my audio quality. My headset, or my USBs are broken on my laptop. They're getting fixed next week, so my headset is in, but it doesn't work, so I'm using my internal this week, but hopefully it'll be better in future. Anyway, coming up on this week's show, we got the World Cup Ultimate Team. We got all the details, including screenshots. We would be talking about the general experience, as in how it plays, but we don't have it. Just opinions.
Unless you're Mexican.
Yeah, unless you're. I mean, there might be a Mexican coming on here going, "This is my opinion on it. Here's what we should improve," which is what Dan said we should talk about. We're going to be talking about EA on Watchdog. Again, for the packs and FIFA points, we're going to talk about the team of the season, the FIFA World free-to-play FIFA Open Beta, real-life football, transfers, World Cup talk, and all that jazz. Got an exciting show.
Oh, really good.
Hell yeah.
Really good. You sound like a professional.
I know, the audio quality of like a real radio station, oh.
Oh, definitely, yeah. You do sound like you just phoned in.
Yeah. I mean, because, like, I did a show, like, during the year with two of my mates on the uni radio station, so I felt like a proper, like, radio person now, and it's, like, quite the contrast from, like, being in the studio using mics and sound levels and shit to internal laptop mic.
Right. Right then.
Oh, that silence!
I was disconnected. I was like, what do you want? I was expecting a response there.
Oh, brilliant! So
You just left us with nothing to go from.
I thought I disconnected and I was like,
oh my god. Oh dear. So yeah, of course, the World Cup game should have been out today. But EA, you know, the amazing they are.
Being EA.
Yeah, you've been EA'd now means you've been like fucked up or you've lost something or yes, it's not going to be out today, and I don't know when they're going to an announcement or anything, because that wouldn't be EA, would it? So I have no idea when they're doing this, unless you're Mexican. If you change your IP or whatever, I don't know how you do it, but you do it on the PlayStation, you be Mexican for the day, and you can actually play the game early.
so what exactly is wrong with them?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Circumstances is the usual generic answer when the.
It probably got hacked within like the hour or something when it went live.
I'm not sure what the fuck they've done, but obviously, yeah, it's not, it's not on yet. So,
the forum post only says it just says like we'll keep you notified in the next few days as well.
The next few days, it's like really.
Yeah, and it says literally nothing else. It's just okay. Cheers.
Classic EA.
Oh no, it's ridiculous. I had like a series plan to go live today. I was looking forward to it, but obviously not. Don't plan things around EA.
The thing is, I can. I mean, have you heard the negativity on Twitter? Well, some people have given this add-on. Saying that it's going to be terrible and that. I actually think that's mainly like the guys who do pink slips and stuff. I'm actually really looking forward to it.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it, because I don't do stuff like that.
I'm the same, and I'm actually really, really looking forward to the whole squad building, road to glory aspect of it. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to do like a race, like Road to Glory.
For someone
basically.
like me and other people that aren't listening, explain what exactly the DLC is.
Well, basically, it's an add-on onto Ultimate Team where you can win the World Cup, but basically make your ultimate World Cup team. There's no transfer market involved, so there's no buying players, but you open packs. Now, every pack that you open, you get a free gold pack for your normal Ultimate Team, which I think is good. I don't think there's any duplicates in the game. That's what I've heard. Well, it doesn't matter anyway because you can't sell them on. So you've got to discard what if you've already got them. It's up to you.
I don't know if it's true, but I heard like if you get Ronaldo and then you pack Ronaldo again, you've got to discard one of them.
Man, that'd kill me. I'm going to get Ronaldo.
That's what I've heard.
Even though you can't sell them and that. You know that'll happen, don't you? That'd just be fucking sod's law.
Yeah, I've got everyone will have sick teams probably, like really good like pulls and packs, and then you can't transfer them.
I'm fucking out all over the place. I'm like Vikram on the word. I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest with you. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I really like Road to Glory, so I think you're going to see so many of them out, and it'll be good. It'll be great to see.
Yeah, it's going to make it fresh definitely. Because FIFA 14 is literally just being pink slips, and that's
the thing is, it's coming to a point now, Ultimate Team now, it's starting to die off a little bit. I'm not seeing views or anything, but like the longevity of it, team at season that everybody was looking for, now that's near enough done. It'll be probably MLS All-Stars.
It was the last team of the season.
So, it's
All-Stars is in like a couple of months as well.
Yeah, so it's giving that little bit of freshness to Ultimate Team, just, while World Cup's on, which is good. I mean, it could even last longer than the World Cup. You never know, do you? I'm not worried. I'm looking really forward to it. I think it'll be good. Plus, some players have been downgraded. Look at Eto. He's no longer the super pacey player that he is.
Yeah. Doesn't he have like 82 pace or something?
82, yeah. Suarez has got 5-star skills. Which is going to be deadly.
He'll be deadly.
I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to be cool to watch people doing Road to Glories it'd be good to see people doing Road to Glories who don't necessarily do them. They only do pink slips. That's if they are going to do them. But you know what I mean? It'll be good. It'll be great to watch. I can't wait for videos. All we need now is Anto Holland to do a long shot tutorial.
Anto Holland makes his like 10th comeback.
He actually still makes videos. You know that?
Does he?
Yeah.
Does he still make them? I know he came back.
Wait a minute, which time though? Which time? Because he's come back quite a lot.
Oh, didn't he start doing Football Manager videos?
Well, yeah, he did, but now he does like vlogs. He does like a football vlog, like a Chelsea, and then just like football news vlog and stuff like that. It's actually not bad. Look, Anto could be a dick sometimes, but actually, generally, I did enjoy his videos.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, on a whole, he was a dick, but his videos were decent.
I used to love watching his videos, Road to Glories, and like Josh Flips. I used to like his Road to Glories. I thought they were great, even though you pointed out.
Like Josh Flip, like Trout, easy. All them Road to Glories. I think if people can bring that sort of style video back from the World Cup game, I think that'd be really interesting.
Trout, who did it at the same time as Sam 5000, where they would did a kind of 5K to get, or not 5K, Road to Glory together. That was really good. I remember watching those every day, dying to go on to see when they were uploaded.
Out of not on football at all, but are you guys watching the fight on Saturday?
What fight?
Rhodes versus is it Carl Froch? I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm going to one at neighbour's house. We get assholes.
I don't know. I'll probably end up watching it if I'm up.
I can't wait.
I'm not really.
Well, I'm not. I do like it. I wouldn't say I'm an expert on boxing. I could tell you more than maybe four fights, but I love watching it. Do you know what I mean? It's not a sport where I would just watch for the sake of it. Like darts, I don't mind darts. I'd say I like boxing. Apart from football, football's my main focus. I don't like rugby. I think it's stupid.
You don't like rugby?
No, they've all got funny shaped fucking Klingon ears. Not too happy about that. Plus, they're playing with a wrong shaped ball. So I don't like rugby. I'll support England if England are in it, but in a tournament. But I don't particularly like watching rugby. Snooker, not too much either. Darts, I don't mind darts because it's a bit of a rowdy stage, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody who's watching it at that event's all pissed up, all fancy dressed and that.
That's what it is. It's just a piss up.
So I don't mind watching darts, and I like boxing. I was watching it overnight, on late night, and they're watching this Boxing Nation thing. I watched it. That was pretty cool. But It's boxing. You know, out of them all, it'd be football and boxing. I think I like them all.
Probably like.
Yeah, football and rugby league for me.
Is it really?
Rugby league, fucking hell, Alex. Rugby union,
Yeah.
where's that?
Well, I'm from Hull, aren't I? So.
What?
It's like boxing. I've never really watched boxing apart from when Luke Campbell was fighting.
I haven't watched boxing aside from the Olympics because, again, it's one of the sports that aren't actually good at. Fucking Katie Taylor, absolute pank. But yeah, no, I always like. You know, I never played rugby growing up, but I always watched it because Ireland. It was one of the sports where we were actually fucking good at. You actually win it stuff every now and again, so I always found that interesting. But yeah, it would mainly be soccer, rugby, then maybe get football. But yeah, no, I think it's good to have a wide variety of sports that you enjoy. So when seasons like this happen, where United are doing shit, you can follow your other teams as well. And just like,
I'm so looking. Well, yeah, you would have to. I'm so looking forward to World Cup though. You know, like it's the whole World Cup feel.
I can't wait.
You know, like watching all the different nations.
Yeah, 2 games a day.
Even though
I can't wait for it.
I love that.
Yeah, even though you have no expectation for England to do absolutely anything, I can't wait.
Looking,
like,
you know, and out of all the years that I've watched World Cup, this year, this team, I'm most looking forward to seeing play because I think players like Sterling, Sturridge, you know, Lallana, they're all playing great football. Do you know what I mean? And we're not just taking players, well, apart from maybe Lampard, but taking players just because of their name. Do you know what I mean? Or what they've done in before, or what team they play for. They're taking players who are playing fucking good football.
Yeah, like the Southampton lads we were talking about.
Sure. I mean, all right, Shaw might not be the first choice left back, but I mean, what a player to put on. Do you know what I mean? Lallana, man, he's got so much to prove as well. Same as like Sturridge and Sterling. I hope they play Sterling centre as well. But I mean, he's great wide, but I really like him in centre, like as a cam or that kind of position. But I don't know. I just rate looking forward to watching England. But more than anything, I'm just looking forward to World Cup in general, just to see teams smash it out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems like we're looking at a fresh England squad as well, with like players coming in like
a bit of a gamble.
And it's like Paul Scholes said today. England need to play like Liverpool did throughout the season, with players like Sturridge and Sterling. Just go absolutely all out attack. Because our defence is going to be a big worry, I think.
I mean, Cahill...
compared to previous World Cups...
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to be too optimistic. Because it's England.
I don't think they are. I mean, look at the defence. I mean, I don't think Joe Hart's had a great... Southgate goalkeeper, I don't think he's had a great season. I mean, all right, they won league, but I don't think he were great.
Yeah.
You've got Cahill. Cahill's been playing well all season. I mean, he's not. I won't say he's had the best season, but he's been playing well, and he's generally good for England. You've got Leighton Baines, outstanding. You know, he's some games like carried Everton, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd like Terry to go because I think he had a great season, but obviously you don't want to. I'm not a big fan of Jagielka. So
yeah, his fitness worry as well. I saw on BBC Sport. He needs to get his fitness up for the World Cup. Apparently, it's Johnson at right back and Walker. I'm not a big fan.
I don't like Johnson at all. I think Johnson just.
He's had a great season.
But
generally, I don't like. Yeah, but he's had a great season, and I'm hoping he's going to carry on that through to England. Midfield, I mean, a lot of people took piss at Henderson when he first signed, but he's been brilliant this season, hasn't he? He's been fucking. Yeah.
Henderson's going to be a main player for England, I think. Like, he needs a holding midfielder with him, and I think he'd be very good. You know, like, obviously he's going to have Gerrard with him, but once he retires, I think if Liverpool can get a new breed, not Liverpool, England, sorry, that new breed of England squad, I think could actually do something.
Was it Gerrard who said this is the best generation of young players England's had? I think he's talking out his fucking arse. I mean,
you, if he said something that you agreed with, you think you were talking out of his arse.
No, but if you look
at Liverpool, and you hate the cunt.
It's not because he plays for Liverpool. It's like, because I can look at it objectively. Because, like, obviously, when you're talking about your own team, people are always biased about like what players that they think are good and what they think aren't. Looking at England's team now, if you compare that with the squad they had 10 years ago when they had like David Seaman, Rio and Terry in their prime.
No, I disagree.
Ashley Cole in their prime.
No,
David
because
Beckham.
this generation
Michael Owen.
of footballers, no matter which team it is, are playing better than ever before.
Yeah, I agree. When have
You
we
honestly
gone into a
think-
World Cup where we've took players who are playing great football? We generally take players who haven't had a great season, but yet they play for Man United or Chelsea or
Yeah,
Arsenal.
you pick them because of the club and the name.
And this year it's different. I mean, you look at Shaw. He's had a fantastic season, and he's going to be in the World Cup team for a long, long, long time. You know, because he's a quality player. Lambert's playing brilliant, and he's not. A lot of people overlook Lambert because he plays for Southampton and he's knocking on a little bit. But he's not just a player like, say, Andy Carroll, who's only a one-trick pony, can only win balls in air or header. He's good on his feet, he's good at free kicks, he creates. I think somebody told me today, I think GCI Messi told me today that he's out this season. There's no other English player who's got more assists. Do you know what I mean? In
I'm really glad we took Lambert ahead of like playing it safe and taking Jermaine
I
Defoe,
thought you would pick
like who hasn't
he
done
just
anything
doesn't do
for
stuff
England
on an
really.
international stage, does he?
Well, that's like Rooney. Rooney
No.
doesn't do it for England, does he? Ever. He did it in the first Euros that he went to. In 04,
I
was
don't
it?
like Man United players. I don't know. Maybe that's just because I hate Man United. But I really like Rooney. Do you know what I mean? And
I think he plays better for United though, because when England play him, they play him up top as a sole striker, and that's not his best position.
I don't think he'll play like that though this World
Who are
Cup.
you going to play ahead of him then? Lambert?
Sturridge.
Yeah.
Because you have like
So,
Sturridge and Suarez,
what formation-
with Suarez playing
What
What
centre
formation
forward.
does Hodgson play then? Is it like a 4-4-1-1 or?
Well, we'll look to see it. It might be more of a 4-3-3 false 9 with the wingers, or a 4-4-1-1, whatever you want to sort of call it. Really depends how attacking we're going to go.
who
Probably
was
depends on what
Sterling and
teams we face.
Lalama on the wings basically, and then Gerrard and I don't know. Yeah, Carrick's not gone, is he? No, he's not in the squad.
I think he's backup,
Oh yeah,
isn't
but
he?
he's not like on the plane basically.
No, but we've got Henderson's had a good
Yeah, he's
season.
probably worked well with Gerrard. So, but I don't know. I mean, I can't see it beating Italy. Uruguay is probably the team that you're going to be battling out with. I mean, I think Uruguay have probably a lot of people have an opinion of Uruguay that's quite a good team. Like, was it 4 years ago got to the semi-final of the World Cup? But since then, they haven't been like doing that great, and especially if Suarez is still like he's like half injured at the moment, isn't he? Like.
Yeah, but they do have Cavani as well.
Vardy, look at
I mean,
Godin's had a fantastic season this year with Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, I mean, but I think it'd be disappointing when England didn't get out of the group.
You know, talking about Man United though, is it a bit worrying that players don't want to come to Man United who previously would have because they're not playing as good football? Like, do you think that the reputation's gone down a bit?
I don't think it has. I think it like most. I mean, let's be honest. Like, how many players in Syria I would have heard of David Moyes before?
Yeah, but it's the case of look at the.
I think it's,
Miranda from Atletico Madrid. They've been linked with, but he don't want to go. Don't want to go to Man United, where he'd have probably been a player who would have gone.
yeah, but I mean, like, you have to think about it. Atletico just won the league and got to the final of the Champions League. He must be thinking that he's going to have another crack at the Champions
Well,
League.
maybe you can't think that because look at
yeah.
you can't say that because look at Diego Costa. He's moving to Chelsea. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, but I mean, like that mightn't happen. I mean, Rooney was all set to move to Chelsea last year. That didn't happen. Did it?
It wasn't all set. They were just rumours.
Falcao and Cavani have been linked to Chelsea every summer for about 5
Well,
years
I think
now.
Falcao would have gone this year if it wasn't him being injured.
Yeah, but no, I honestly think it's not going to be an issue. Man United brand, like the name Man United, is big enough to attract players.
I don't think it's as big as what you think it is now.
We're one of the biggest football clubs
to
in the
attract
world,
you.
Dave. It's not like United are in the top 5 clubs in the world that like.
Yeah,
players
maybe in
wanna play.
financial, but not.
No, yeah, you're one of the biggest clubs not playing team. Like this season, you don't have Champions League football, which is what the top caliber players are going to want to be playing. That you don't want to take a season out of European
right.
football
Well, you must know that, like, I mean,
just to try and get top 4 of the team. when you're already at a team
But
that
think
has
about
Champions
it.
League
Like, I
football.
mean, right, Alex, yourself and Dave are football fans, but you're not stupid enough to think, oh yeah, United are just never going to get back in the Champions League.
Yeah, but they're not in Champions League now.
Oh,
That's what I'm
they will
saying.
do.
At the moment.
Yeah.
Players
but
don't
think
want to go
about
to
it,
them
you're-
because they're not in Champions League, because they're not.
But if
I mean, look,
in Man United,
look. Say I'm going to be honest with you now. Say I am 20 years old, and Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, and City have all gone for me. Yeah,
yeah.
I'd be flat. Obviously, you'd be off at moon. But looking at the teams and how they've been, I wouldn't want to go to Man United, and that's not because of.
Would you want to go to City, though, if you're 20? Because they're not going to give you a game. Do you want to go to Chelsea, where they're stacked in every position, where they have 20 players out on loan, that you'll be on loan for 3 years and you have to go back?
Well, to be fair, where I'd rather go is probably Liverpool or Chelsea.
Well, if you think, like, if I was
Because
Man
Liverpool,
United,
they're pretty much going to play you. You know what I mean? They will play. But I mean, I want Man United. I'd look at them and I'd think they're a team of. They're not. You look at their starting lineup and you don't go, wow. You go, that's a Liverpool. That's an Arsenal. You don't go, whoa. That's like a.
your perspective, though. I mean,
I know. I'm looking at these players.
Listen.
I'm looking at these players of how good they are, and
No, but
I look at that team, and I don't think that.
If I was Louis van Gaal and I was pitching the club to a 20-year-old, what I would say is this. I would say, look, we're Manchester United, look at our history. Why wouldn't you want to play for this club? I would also say...
Don't give me that shit.
let me continue.
Look at my history. You could say that about Notts Forest. They've won fucking champion. They've won European, Champions League as such, haven't they?
Let me finish my argument, right? So, I would...
Look, tell me why you should sign for
If you let me finish my argument, I would say, right, look at Man United, look at all the trophies you want. Show them around those carpets. Like, look, this is the stadium you want to play. I'd say, look at our academy. Look at all the players we've produced. Look at the fact that there has been a youth player from Man United's academy in every single Manchester United squad since 1922. Look at the fact that Man United give youth players a chance. And then I would say, now, look, Man United, we had a shit year last year. We need a complete overhaul of our team. Do you want to be part of the new Manchester United? Do you want to be part of that? And
you know what I'd say?
And for a young player,
No.
that is that's attractive. You're going to be playing over under Louis van Gaal, one of the most successful man.
Look. That might be, but you might think I'm being a bit biased because I don't like Man United. But all right, what about it, Alex? Would you be like, wow, that's amazing, or would you be like me? I'd look at him and go, I'm not too impressed.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be looking. A player is always going, if he's going to be in first team contention, even if he is like 20 years old or something, you're going to want as much playing opportunities as possible.
And Man United give players a chance that other clubs don't.
Yeah, but you get that at Barnsley, but don't mean they're going to fucking win, does it?
Yeah, but you're not going to be joining Barnsley over United, are you?
Well, at this point,
Dave,
you're both seen as a very single, as in this season.
No,
is
you're seeing it as a more single because you're a fucking fan of Man United. You just can't.
You're being biased.
No, I'm being biased. Right, listen. Typical Man United fan. The first thing they'll say is, history don't mean shit. That's why it's called fucking history. You know what I mean?
I'm saying that's part of the appeal of the club. I'm not saying.
What? Is it bollocks?
I'm not saying that.
Why would a player want to sign on history though now when it's a brand new manager? It's a team that needs a massive overhaul anyway.
You're like, look, this is history. What other if you look at the Ferguson era, right? That's characterized by the likes of Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, Nicky Butt, like these kind of youth players that came from the youth team. Gary Neville. If you
a player in 2014
if you say to
does
them,
not give any relevance
to
them.
If you say to someone like, I don't know, Tony Kroos, you say, look, Tony, this is what we did with these young players. They defined a generation.
What did you just call him?
Tony Kroos. Tony Kroos.
Cruz,
whatever.
Tom.
Yeah.
Look, Tony.
I would say to him, look, you had Ryan Giggs, you had all these players that defined a generation. They won trophy after trophy after trophy. Premier League, Champions League, they won it all. I would say, look, you can emulate that. We're going to build another Manchester United team. You want to emulate that. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to be the sole pitching point.
But they can do that with Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool.
You see, again, this might be, you might say, oh, Adam, you're just romanticizing football. I think like teams like Manchester United, teams like Liverpool, teams like Celtic, teams like Milan, these are teams that like have big histories, that are like big clubs. Whereas, I mean, yeah, you might say, oh, Adam, you just don't like Chelsea, you just don't like City. I just think they're fake plastic clubs, and that they've just basically fought their way to the top.
I'd like to go on this because...
But they're dominant clubs now, with the amount of money that they
attraction. I mean, these like young players...
Of course they do, they've got shitloads of money.
Yeah, these young players that are growing up...
Why are the fake plastic clubs? Explain.
Right, these young players that are growing up we're looking to sign, that are like 20s, right, early 20s, they're growing up watching Manchester United, watching Liverpool, watching whatever, Arsenal even. They want to join these clubs because these are the big clubs for them growing up. They're not Manchester City and Chelsea. Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, etc. They've earned their money. They've invested it in their academies. They've got results. They've used that money to get TV sponsorships.
That doesn't mean that they're plastic clubs, does it?
Well, plastic is, Dave, as in, if Roman Abramovich or Sheikh Mansour walked out of Man City or Chelsea tomorrow, they would not be able to run themselves.
Yeah, but that was
financially not sustainable.
The same with Man United. You can't say Man United spent a lot of fucking money.
Not really,
they was one of the first.
No, they
Man United have not.
They were the first fucking buy yourself a winning team.
Yeah. So when Man United spent that money, they were a PLC company, right? They were not. They did not have one owner.
And you know why Man United? Man United are struggling now is because there's more clubs now who've got that more money and even more. So it just proves that
how Man United are struggling now?
Seasons of a season, how they won leagues upon leagues upon leagues is because they had more money than anybody else.
No, do you want to know? Right?
It is though. That's exactly what it is.
Let me explain without interrupting. First of all, Manchester United was a PLC company. We had no owner to just throw a shit ton of money. So all player purchases came via profits from the club. And secondly, the reason Manchester United is where we are now was because we haven't invested in the squad for years, but we had Alex Ferguson pulling off a fucking miracle job that he's done for 26 years. And now, since Alex Ferguson, one of the greatest managers to have ever managed in the game, has left. And we bring in an incompetent... We bring in an incompetent manager like David Moyes, who has never managed a top team. It's no fucking surprise. I mean, everyone knows half the squad needs to go. But I mean, you've top class players at that club. Like, you have Robin Van Persie, you have Juan Mata, you have Wayne Rooney, you have David De Gea. You've all players like this that are top class players. So it's
right. That's three.
Top class players including Fellaini.
I said half the squad needs to go. I'm not doubting that, but you have players like that are top class players. You have players that are potential to be top class players. You can talk about Phil Jones or Chris Smalling have potential to be top.
Chris Smalling? Are you mental?
Phil Jones.
I've got to admit, he's not as bad as fucking what's his name, Cleverley, who was absolutely dog shit.
Yeah, Cleverley was one of those players that you thought when he saw him first that he was going to be a good player. He just hasn't developed. Same with you had.
No, he's not developed. He's just not a very good player.
Yeah, but it's like you have.
Adam, do you really think Chris Smalling is going to be one of the world's best?
I think he's going to be world's best. I think he's going to be
top quality players then.
I think he's got
Chris Smalling would be lucky to be playing for a team like Sunderland week in, week out.
Better than that, Alex.
Definitely.
I reckon Chris Smalling is Manchester United squad player or like an every.
Well, he's got his band to be. He plays for him. And they can't attract fucking players from Atletico Madrid. I think you're going to have a fucking problem.
Dave.
Chris Smalling's not going to be a top 6 week in, week out player.
Alright, Alex, we'll have a bet. Come back to me in 10 years and we'll have a chat about it. But
I'm hoping I don't know you for 10
At the end of the day, right, you're basing this stuff on like Miranda or whatever, like all this stuff on rumours. How do you know Manchester United even put in a bid? If they did, how do you know Miranda didn't want to join Atletico, just rejected it out of hand? You don't know. You're just basing it off tabloids. Most of it's coming from the Daily fucking Mail. Talk out ours.
To be fair, we are 30 minutes in, like, pretty much, and we've talked about United for the majority, so probably best to move on.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. You're right. But, what else is there to talk about, Adam?
There's the World Cup thing that didn't come out today, which was most of Dan's talking time.
Well, I mean, we could have talked about that. We could have been, oh yeah, it's so sick, but it's not out. We have EA on Watchdog again. Someone's child or something spent like £1,500 in like a week on packs.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you.
Because they didn't know it was real money, and their card was stored on it.
Purchase.
It has the pound sign.
Yeah.
They didn't get the clue then.
Stuff like that does make me laugh, but, you know. I mean, you could tell that she was from this snobby bitch who, you know, probably gets fucked up the eye. I don't know. I mean, she seemed... I'm a bit harsh, that, but... she could tell she was a snobby bitch, and you could tell that kid. Well, like when they were saying, he didn't know there was banned. You could tell he was laughing to himself, going, "Fuck, he got away with it."
Anyone that plays that knows what they're fucking doing.
I mean, I think the Watchdog article itself is really poorly done. Like, EA deserve to be on Watchdog. They're a terrible company. Like, look what's happened recently with the World Cup update.
Covering it who have no idea about FIFA, they need to get FIFA players.
Yeah, reach out to people like us. And I mean, the Watchdog, like, just itself, just focused on packs and people spending money on packs. I mean, yeah, so what? You've put your account on an Xbox for your kid. What do you expect they're going to do? They're going to spend all your money. It's not EA's fault. If you've put your details on an Xbox, then
that's more Microsoft's issue if you want to bring it up with anyone.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. Like, EA are just a grimy company, to be honest. They can't do anything right with FIFA.
They love to pack money. That's where they make their money. It's not even on the game anymore. It's the money in packs.
I just wish there was a competitor for FIFA, next year. Like, with the next-gen consoles, you'd have thought a company, like maybe someone like Ubisoft or something, would have a dig at a sports genre. But evidently not.
Yeah, it's weird. Do you think even, I don't know, like Rockstar, someone will give it a go?
I don't know. Maybe not Rockstar. But EA, the like UFC game and stuff like that looks so good.
It's not even the playing it. And it's not even the game itself. It's all the shit around the game itself.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the community is not very happy with the game, and there isn't anything else to play. I mean, it doesn't really make a recipe for success.
Like, no other option.
I think the problem is every time like a team of the season come out, the fucking transfer market would fuck up because there's a high volume of people on there, which they should kind of expect. Do you know what I mean?
It hasn't been fixed yet, and it's been broken since like the first month. You go to search. No, I haven't been on the web app for like a month.
It's not something I go on, but you can't go on that.
You go to search for a player by his name. You put in like Sanya, and it'll come up with someone called like Dave Sanya from like North Korea or something. And then you find a player on the market for like 1,500 coins. So then you go and search for his price, 1,500 coins, and it doesn't come up. It's infuriating how bad the market is.
They've had that fixed at this stage as well.
They had it fixed for what, a matter of hours, one day. It's I've pretty much given up with Ultimate Team. You can probably tell, like, my channel has just been career mode, and I didn't want it to be this year. Like, I wanted to have an Ultimate Team based channel, but it's just I've given up.
Yay, and aside.
But Dan has given us this link to a FIFA free-to-play open beta.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you need some PC to actually run this.
Yeah, you'll need a decent PC to run it for processing power, and it looks terrible.
Is there?
And I think it has Ultimate Team on it. So what it is, it's basically free-to-play FIFA, current gen, with worse graphics and worse gameplay. And you're just going to have mini transactions in packs and stuff like that. So it's just another money-making machine for FIFA.
Yeah, 'cause like the kind of modern thing is like with apps and all that kind of stuff. It's like give the app for free, just have all the microtransactions and the ads.
Yeah, that's where games are going though. Like you have League of Legends, which I've never played before. It's a free-to-play game, but you buy mini transactions and you can just stack up like £200 easily in the game. And I think that's the way that it's going to be going. But I hope FIFA does not turn out to... Well, it already has, to be fair, with packs.
I mean, the thing is... And you know what I'm surprised at, as well? Is that, you know, like on NFL, or... Yeah, games like that, you can actually buy coins. And there seems to be more things you can do on there. And you come to FIFA... I mean, I know it's to a bigger audience. I mean, America's huge. But you think they'd try and corner the market that way, wouldn't you? You know, from these coin sellers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if like at the start of the game, I don't think they do it now. At least, like I've bought coins sort of recently, and I've never been banned on FIFA 14. But they were banning people at the start of the game, and they've just given up on that. Instead of banning people and trying to stop coin sellers, just sell coins yourself instead of Microsoft points for packs. Because
I mean, I'm not being funny, but why people buy coins in the first place is because it's such a rip-off prices to buy Microsoft points and packs. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, if they actually sold it, it would kill the whole market.
They could sell coins for more than what like coin sellers do. But they have them like on the game, you know, like when you go and choose coin, like buy coins or something on the game, so people know that they're actually buying it on FIFA and they're not going to get ripped off because people will pay for a higher price.
I've done work for websites that are legit, and my one on my now's legit, and I won't be weird. And I'm not saying EA should do this and get rid of coin sellers because I think that's wrong. But I'm saying I'm surprised they haven't gone into that. But the thing is, even if they did...
Or they could probably end up buying out coin-selling websites, EA, and then make a lot of money.
Even if they did start selling coins, I still think they'll do it extortionate prices because... I mean,
they would.
It's their own fault why people are going to buy coins in the first place, because the prices are so high. Do you know what I mean? You buy a pack and it's terrible, do you know what I mean? You get, fucking... Pogatets for the 50th fucking time and some shitty contracts. I want money so I can buy a player. Yeah, you know what I mean? Stupid.
Yeah, I mean, people always put like hashtag fight against coin sellers and stuff like that. There is absolute minute minority that are going to actually play FIFA properly, build up coins from games and stuff like that, and then you're still not going to have a good team, really.
Coins. Yeah. And they don't tell people, but they'll say, I'm against coin sellers, but they'll do it themselves. But this,
So
you know, I mean, to be fair, I don't buy coins. I get coins from sponsorship, because if I didn't, I won't be able to bring out squads. You know, it's a catch-22, isn't it? I mean, that's just how it is.
you'd be making like 10k budget teams every single day.
Yeah. It's not good for entertainment if you have 10k budget teams. Got my new midfielder, Pogatex, or whatever the fuck his name is. He's really fucking rare. Wasn't there a guy that used to play for United called Pogatex? And he's something along the same...
I don't know if... Pogatex used to play for Middlesbrough.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. Yeah, is he centre-back now? Because that's the centre midfielder, and someone broke his legs when he played for United, and he was shit after that. Looked like a genuine good player until someone broke his fucking leg.
You can say that a lot. Oh, it's going back onto your
mind. No, you said that about Gerbier Cisse. Do you remember Gerbier Cisse before he broke his leg? That man was sick. And then he broke his leg and he was shit.
Both of the Cisse pictures.
Oh god, yeah. His leg. Oh. so bad.
But we still have real life football to talk about. We've got some transfers to talk about, so we can talk about less Man United and actual things that more people want to hear about?
We were talking about that off air, but not on air.
The Euros?
World Cup.
The World Cup. We could. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup then?
Probably going to be fucking Spain or something.
Germany, I think.
Because I was on last week. Me and did Dan say Germany? I'm not too sure.
I actually think Germany, because Germany always
Dan picks some weird shit though, doesn't he? I mean, like sometimes I just think he just wants to be different.
Yeah.
Sampdoria or something.
Sampdoria.
Jason Donovan.
Fucking Donovan. Yeah, no, I would say probably Spain and Germany is really good check, because Germany always at top.
How many times did he say players' names wrong in other podcasts? Did you notice? Because I heard you sniggering a few times. Alex, you were like,
I think it's like not his pronunciation as such. I think it's his accent. Like when he goes to attempt someone's name, he just sort of ends up pretty much having a stroke instead of getting out the words
and concentrate.
Because there were a few times there, I didn't want to correct him because I didn't want to sound cuntyish, but he's saying the name so wrong, and I could hear Alex like laughing a little bit, and I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna have to like let him know they're saying it wrong. Do you know what I mean? Where's he gone today? He's gone. What is it? A family thing or something?
A family thing. Stuff.
Yeah, he's probably signing the adoption papers for them kids. Tell him that
he was adopted.
For the 50 kids.
No, him and the MILF.
He's getting married to the MILF, and he's adopting the kids.
Why the fuck would you get involved with that shit, man?
Well, I don't know. I mean, when I started going out with
Dave, you were a fucking adult. This is Dan.
I wasn't that much of a fucking. I didn't act it, but she had 2 kids, and but Dan's. I just don't see Dan as being a.
Dan is like has a mentality of like a 15-year-old.
I think because he's the only child, I think he's very spoilt. Now, to go into a situation where kids come first, I won't see Dan necessarily enjoying that.
I know what you
mean. It depends what he's getting out of it.
I know what he's getting out of it. Yeah, it's called She's Getting the D. But I mean, the thing is, Dan's a great lad, and I'm sure he's not a nasty bloke, but it's a bit of a culture shock, isn't it?
Yeah.
To,
I like that even if he isn't here, we're obviously going to be talking about MILF on the Griffiths. he just knows, like.
Yeah. I mean,
if you don't talk about, go on.
Screw the conventional, going for girls from college or meet out in the club. Dan goes for the MILFs, I'm telling you.
That would be boring.
Dan goes into retirement homes and just sweeps them up.
It's like, I could imagine him going as that program Derek.
Oh yeah.
I was watching it last. Yeah. Derek is amazing.
I can imagine that being.
It's like Derek's dad.
Him going in, like dressed as that, just to scope out the talent, as he'd call it.
Dan's like, there's some prime pussy in here.
Oh, Derek is amazing.
I watched series 1. Is there series 2 out?
Yeah, the full series is out.
I watched them. Because Ricky Gervais is in it as well, doesn't he? He plays like Carpet.
He plays Derek.
Like was he the caretaker or something? Yeah, and then
I tell you a program that I used to watch, and it was funny. It's not like everybody's cup of tea. But Vicar Dibley, not Vicar Dibley. Fuck me. Fucking Vicar Dibley. Why did I say that?
I was like, I didn't really like that.
You know why? It's because I forgot what the name it is now. Is with 2 vicars, Irish.
Father Ted.
Yes, Father Ted. He wasn't necessarily like super like one-liners being dropped. It was just funny, the situation.
So fucking good, man. I love that show. Mrs. Doyle.
I've never really watched it.
Have you seen the episode with Pat Mustard, Dave?
Yeah. I've seen most of them.
That is fucking good.
I still think my favourite one's when Fair comes to town, and it's like
the
shittiest fair ever. And the Ride of Death, I think it's called. And basically, what is a crane, and they've like it's pulling up a bench, like a park bench, and they just sat on it, and that's it. It just goes up and then down, and it's like the Ride of Death. And then he's like, Dougal's talking about a spider baby, and it's just fucking. Honestly, it's comedy gold. But I used to like the Fast Show as well. That was quality.
You know what is the best comedy of all time? Only Fools and Horses.
I agree.
It's fucking amazing. Oh,
I mean,
the episode where Dell enters Rodney's art into a kid's drawing competition.
oh, he wins it!
Win the
Please tell me
holiday.
you've watched a lot of Only Fools and Horses, Alex.
I haven't seen that
watched
many,
every
to be
single
fair.
Episode, and then they have to go.
Del Boy sent in a piece of artwork that Rodney did when he was like 10 to this competition because you could win a free holiday. And he ends up winning, which is great. But the thing is, the kid's got to go on holiday with him. But that was like 10, 15 years ago. So they pretend that Rodney's actually a 15-year-old. It is comedy, honestly. It's brilliant.
Rodney has to go around with the groovy gang and just like other kids hitting on him. It's so fucking good.
I haven't seen. I know the characters and stuff like that. I've seen the Gary episode as well, but I haven't really seen that many. Episodes.
So good. Oh, Dave, you know that episode where like they go on holidays, Rodney and Del, and they end up like living with the mafia because the mafioso boss looks like Del. And he keeps on narrowly avoiding death by like betting.
The one I really like is the Jolly Boys outing, which was like a special one where they went to Margate and everything fucking. But basically, they go in on this coach, and Del Boy previously sold a tape player to the coach driver, so he's got it installed, but it keeps letting off this like odour that nobody else can smell apart from driver, and he ends up like acting drunk. But he isn't. It's the fumes from the burning fucking tape player has knocked him out. It's just comedy. It's just fucking. Everybody knows a Del Boy. Everybody like got to have known like somebody like Del Boy.
You know what? I love that episode. You know where Del has a thing going with the church, and he's like, he goes to sell the church. Like his new idea to make money is that priests are wasting time blessing like water individually and bottles of wine individually. They're gonna bless them by the truckload. And Del buys like a shit ton of fucking Romanian wine, and it gets there and it turns out it's white wine and he can't use it. So fucking good.
We need to stop.
That's like one of the episodes of Phoenix Nights.
Oh my god, Phoenix Nights!
When they get all that non-alcoholic beer.
Come and get your brown. Oh, come and get your black bean bang. Thing is, my friend got on that. Right? We used to watch. My mates used to watch it all the time, and I used to.
It's amazing.
I used to play football with this guy called John Watts, and he always used to. He always wanted to be an actor, but he always used to like be like walking parts. You know what I mean? Like it'd be distance, or you know what I mean? He'd just walk through. Yeah, basically.
Extras.
And
yeah.
We bought Phoenix. Me and mates bought Phoenix Nights box set, and we were watching it. And we watched it loads of times, but we'd not kind of watched all the extra bits on. Do you know what I mean? Like deleted scenes and that. And on one of its scenes, when you had box set, they were like showing you acts. You know, like I don't know if you ever saw, but like they were doing this act where this pigeon flew out and it ends up getting stuck in air vent, and it goes next, and the next act comes up, and it's fucking John. John Watts is doing. He's dancing to. Is it? I get knocked down, but I get up. But he's dancing to that on stage. And when you've been playing football for like 4 years previous, and like you're like, what the fuck's he doing on telly? He's dancing with Peter Kay on stage. I mean, even though it were like for 2 minutes or something, it was like he were fucking. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Weirdest feeling you've ever had. But that program was fucking brilliant. When that guy got his face painted, it was like acrylic fucking permanent paint, and he could.
Wasn't it like a tiger?
And he changed it, and it were all white, wasn't it? And then he looked like Michael Jackson or something. But like that as well. I mean, that was just so witty. You know what I mean?
Peter Kay is a genius.
I don't like him, to be honest.
How can you not like Peter Kay?
I just think he is a very British sense.
It's probably because
that's what I think it is.
Yeah, it's all like the little things that you pick up out of like typical British culture from like your parents.
I know he's from like Bolton, but like his humour, I think, it's very much like a northerners kind of humour, like more northerner people understand it. Like when you know that stand-up one, it's like probably the most popular where they did it at Blackpool Tower, the stand-up day. That's some of the stuff that you were talking about, and I was laughing at. My dad used to do that, when I was younger, and it was just so funny.
It's so relatable.
That's
why.
You know who I think is good at doing that? Michael McIntyre. The stories he tell it's shit.
I'm not a big fan of Michael McIntyre. I think he annoys me a little bit.
Nah.
Oh, he's good. His newer stuff isn't as good. His first 2 DVDs though, Live at Wembley, and I can't remember what the other one called. Really fucking good stuff.
What's this guy's name? There's a comedian. I think he's in 8 out of 10 Cats, and he's got glasses on, and I'm sure he's like one of the team leaders. Or
I don't remember his name, but I don't. He's on a lot of panel shows.
He's hilarious.
Is it Sean?
Sean, yeah. Oh my! I don't know his last name. He's so fucking funny. I'm gonna get some DVDs of him.
Is it no Sean Penn?
Sean Penn.
No,
it might be.
Sean Penn.
He's an actor.
Oh yeah. Ignore me. That was a Dan moment. That
Sean Locke, is that it?
Sean Locke, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know who I love?
Hey,
I love Kevin.
it's an easy mistake. At least he didn't say Jason Donovan. I mean, fuck me, that's on another level.
Do you watch Kevin Bridges every day?
I don't really think he's that good.
I think he's so good.
Have you ever seen? Right, I watched this on Comedy Channel last week, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It's called The Roasting Of, and they have like every celebrity on every year.
Oh, yeah, with Sheen, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, that's the one I watched, and it's like so close to the mark. Some jokes talking about how he eats women and things like that. But seriously, go on YouTube and put The Roasting Of Charlie Sheen on it. It's fucking brilliant. It's one of the best things. I was pissing myself. Like, it's some jokes you think you'd never get away with that. Like in England. That'd never happen. They'd be like...
That's why I like people like Jimmy Carr as well. Some of the stuff that he gets away with. But I don't normally like American comedy, but Bo Burnham's show, What, is
by the way,
really
Jimmy Carr was like born in Ireland and like lived here till he was like 8 or 9. Not a lot of people know that. But he did this really funny gig in Ireland, right?
But he's wishing not many people do know that.
Best information ever.
He does
from
this
Anna.
really good gig in Ireland. Like, this joke.
Is there something to teach, though? Like, all Irish people.
He's famous, he's all Irish.
Yeah,
but yeah, he did this really good show, right? And he stands up and he goes, and he's like, I support a united Ireland. And everyone's like, woo! And they're all screaming. He goes, one Ireland, united under Her Majesty the Queen. And everyone just starts fucking laughing. That it's just so good. I love his him versus hecklers are so good.
What did you say?
Yeah, when he takes on hecklers.
Yeah. It's just that like flash, like that quick second of wit to bring out such a comeback is great.
I think. Oh, but before we carry on, like, what do you think to Scotland? People wanted Scotland to be independent. I mean, where do you stand with that? Do you think I don't give a fuck, or do you think you want him to be independent, or would you rather him stay?
I think it's up to them, obviously.
I think for us, we don't really. It doesn't really affect us. It's basically Scotland.
I was Scottish people, I would.
I'd like him to stay personally because I think it's a ticking time bomb letting them. I'm not saying them as in like I'm being horrible to Scottish people, but I don't think they'll be able to still stay.
It's making more of a division that doesn't need to be made. Really.
The bang on about them being able to cope. I don't think they can. I mean, yeah, they have free places for people in uni, but when it becomes a country as such, an independent, is that going to be still? I mean, I don't think they've really.
The thing about it, I would think is one of the reasons if I was Scottish, what I would vote for is the Tories have like zero support in Scotland. Yet, like Scotland is constantly ruled by like Cameron and Thatcher, like Tory governments. So like just to get away from the Tories would be nearly a good enough reason for me to vote for it.
Easy way than that is to vote somebody else. And the way things are going, you never know if you can.
Wait a second. Yeah.
Hey, shall we dinner time?
Get him on the podcast.
Big lad. Big Mr. Lad.
MC Lad.
That might be amazing.
What do you reckon the size of Adam's dad's fingers are?
Like.
Do you reckon they're like 4 Swiss rolls stuck to his hand?
Yeah, he's. I just imagine that. I can picture it. Yeah, I think I think his nickname was Rolly at school or something like that. I don't know. I mean, they must be fucking massive. I mean, they've got their own lights on, and they're into one for fucking planes and like like you see.
They act as lighthouses.
Yeah.
Just bringing in boats from the island coast.
But no, I think they should remain. I don't know. That's too much grown-up talk anyway, back to FIFA.
Yeah, I highly doubt the listeners care. So, I don't know, did you want to talk more transfers? Did you want to talk about rumours? Because that's a series that I've been doing myself. Like, rumours for the big teams and what potential FIFA 15 teams could be.
I mean, you know what, I would like them to add more leagues in if that's possible. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know sometimes some leagues I can't get because Pro Evolution Soccer's got them like the rights, but I can't see that hurting, you know what I mean? Jesus, I'm surprised they still make games. I don't know, I'd like to see like J-League. I'd like to see Blue Square.
Yeah, like we said that last week. Well, I'd love to see like Grimsby in it. Local team.
Stuff like that'd be quality, I think. But I don't think. I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe a few teams, but I think it'll be more like. Oh, hold on. Excuse me. I think it might be more like like. I think they've said that there's going to be Fenerbahce.
Yeah, I think the Turkish league is back, wasn't it? Because of like the fit match fixing.
So I hope there's going to be more of a league there rather than one team, and maybe that for some other leagues as well. But I don't know. I just hope that because I love doing squad builders. So more leagues, more players, more choice. You know what I mean? I can't see.
I wouldn't mind them having, like when they're putting a few youngsters into the actual team. I wouldn't mind, like, if you was doing a career mode, you can actually select the under-18s and the reserves and stuff instead of having them all mixed in, like as one team. And like in career mode or something, like you've just played a match and you've lost, your players are doing shit. You can go on the next day, send out a reserve team and actually play it yourself and try out your reserves and stuff like that. But it's like what Dan's been doing with this series. Like, I'd really like to see, which is such a simple thing. We've seen it in, like, PES. Like, create your own kits, create your own badges and stuff like that. Like, it's going to be FIFA 15. It's on next gen. You've got so much more stuff that you can put into the game, so why not put in all these ideas?
I mean, the thing is,
like create a stadium or something like that.
With the whole creating layers and different... stuff like that would be sick. I mean, alright, you've got to be a bit careful that somebody don't... I mean, you're going to get somebody who's going to just doing that giant knob on her top and, and get the knob back, you know what I mean? Which, it'd be me.
I'm pretty sure people do that on, like, GTA and, like, Halo.
You're going to get a few people that's going to abuse it. But just think of the people's creativity and making, like... old replica like fucking Arsenal kits or Man United or like England ones. I just think
or creating your own Sunday League team.
That'd be
like
incredible,
kit,
wouldn't it?
and then on the creation, when you can create yourself, like
you
add a new player, create all your mates from your Sunday League
like
team,
at lowest division or somewhere. I don't know, stuff like that. I really think.
I don't know if I don't know if I want to admit to this or something, but like on I think FIFA 07 or 6 or something like that when I used to play, like I made a team with like loads of created players of like people I knew and stuff like that.
I didn't do this on FIFA, but before I came to FIFA, I'm a big Pro Evolution Soccer fan, and we did this. Me and my best mate, we met like all his mates, and we put him in like, all right, we kind of went a bit over the top with some of the stats. You've got to. I don't want to give him my real page, but it was so much fun.
Dave up from 99 pace.
You know what I mean? We use that team all the time as well. It was so much fun. And why can't they do that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no real reason for it not to be, considering we're on next gen now. There's going to be so much more that they can do, and it's a very simple idea that like PES has had like 10 years ago.
I don't know. You know what they're like sometimes. That'd be too good. That'd be too good, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? They can't get the fucking servers right. I mean,
because FIFA is such a dominant game, but it is quite limited. The actual in-game stuff. You've got Ultimate Team, you've got Career Mode, you've got head-to-head seasons, and then you've got pro clubs, and that's about it.
Oh yeah.
You don't really have anything else, to be honest. Like, I'd love to have like a fantasy league, you know, like what some of the YouTubers have been doing, where they've been able to like pick their own players and put them in Ultimate Team and stuff like that. If you could actually have a fantasy league section where you just get like a random draft or something of players, and then you can play against friends and stuff like that. I think FIFA really does need to step up in ideas, but as a company, they're not going to do it because they don't have any competition.
I just think that sometimes it's like that. You just come out with some quality ideas, yeah. But
that was literally just off the top of your head as well, to improve the game drastically.
I don't know. I just think that. Oh, did you hear that? Oh.
Yeah, I thought he was like rolling a coin or something.
Only fine.
Yeah, I gathered.
I just think that they should involve more people. I think people who play the game rather than what's good for business, because it's also fucking buys that game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you bored of FIFA already? Because I am. Like, it gets so stale so quickly. It doesn't have enough on it, in my opinion, for like a £45 game.
I mean, the thing is, I just think that. What the fucking hell's going on in the room? I just think that. I don't know how to do it, but you see, some games they really do. They really do value the guys who play the game's input, don't you? You know what I mean? There's some games out there, and then there's EA, who don't give a fuck because they're just all about the dollar, all about the fucking the paper. But he just fucks me off a little bit. Where's the fuck has he gone?
He left us right in the middle of something he was saying, and he's just gone and I don't know, died maybe.
No, wishful thinking. You know, what do you think to the whole team of the season then? I mean, have you, I've enjoyed the team of the seasons, and I think the prices, right, apart from like the first hour or two, or the first day when they first released, are extortionate. Yeah. But like, you can get some really, really good team of the season players for fucking nothing. For like 10k, 20k.
Yeah, I've got a really good, like a really solid sweaty team with like Muriel and Dibaba attacking mid, and I've got team of the season, is it Gignac, something like that? I don't know how to pronounce his name. The Marseille striker. He's absolutely lethal, and it cost me about 25k.
It's weird. I mean, the rest of the world. Like, I know they've done the best stuff now, but then they've done like the rest of the world, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it now. They've got Zerati up front, right? Who is incredible. 91 pace, 84 shooting, 90 dribbling. I've played his normal card, and he is unbelievable. And he's going for, on Foothead it says 32,250. Where Foothead, it's more, sometimes, I think that's about right. I think it's the Diva players that they haven't got, like, bang on. And then you've got Dumbia, who's about 40k, 30k. Just fucking ridiculous.
He's a powerhouse.
I mean, if you're looking for a player who is absolute quality, who, you know, you like your fast, decent players, then you don't be a straight away. Then you've got Dede. All right, he's not as fast as he used to be. He's got 72 pace, but I always think anything above 70 for a centre back's good.
Yeah, his stats are really solid. You get like all the team, like any team the season player is going to have really like stacked up stats.
20k for him.
And yeah, exactly. Like any blue player is a massive upgrade.
Moreno, I haven't picked up yet, but the guy for a 5-star skiller, striker, well, centre forward, you can play him as a striker. So a 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, and have to have 89 pace, 90 shooting, 89 dribbling, 78 passing, and 72 heading. Right? and to get him for less than 100k is fucking ridiculous.
I've been happy with the way that the market has been, though. Obviously not the market like searching for players and that, but like informs and stuff have been relatively cheap throughout the whole FIFA 14.
Yeah, they have. I mean, obviously you're going to get your Ronaldos and your Ibras who are going to be a little bit deep.
Your top players are always... Yeah, but then the sort of middle bracket players are really decently priced, and then... Of course, you do have the 74 rated silvers, which go for like extortionate amounts.
Right? Normal card Ramos. I was playing Armour one night, right, which I'm fucking mad about. And Ross in GCMSC, he put up for sale Ramos. He got him out of a pack. He put him up 150 start, 150 coin start, and he went for I think just short of 1k for Ramos. I mean, you're talking... I mean, how much was he on last FIFA? Just the normal card. That's fucking stupid. I mean, you can get Thiago Silva for like, 8k? I mean, you were talking like fucking 100, 200k for, you know what I mean? It's weird.
Wasn't he like 100k something last FIFA just for the regular card?
How mad is that? It just seems silly. And it's like, team at week 35, you had Boney, who is ridiculous in this game, 12k for inform. Palacio, all right, a little bit small, not the strongest. I don't think he's bad. Yeah,
I really like Palacio
in form. And then you've even got like Lucas, 90k for Lucas from PSG. I'm not complaining because I think it's great, but I just think I just think it's weird, isn't it? I don't see what's changed.
I don't know. I don't know how the player prices are this cheap actually for the top caliber players, really. Especially like comparing it to last season. I'm not complaining though at all. I prefer FIFA when players are as cheap as. Like people say like, oh, it ruins the game and like you should have to be paying more money for like your informs and stuff like that. But I like picking up quality players for cheap. Like even players like Ibarbo and stuff like that. They are broken. Like, wouldn't you say like Ibarbo and stuff like that shouldn't be as good as they are? Well, but when you get them for like 1k, something like that,
and like a Malapa, there's no fucking way Eder should be that fucking good, or he'd be worth a lot more, and he'd be a shiny gold. Yet he's a non-rare, and he plays like fucking like a powerhouse. And Malapa, silver, and I could knock him off with. I had at one point I had team of the season's Chiellini, and I couldn't knock him off the ball. Malapa, a silver. That's wrong.
He was incredible last year though as well. I think he was even better. It's like Clint Dempsey as well. He's absolutely insane.
Look at Defoe as well.
A lot of the players do feel actually broken.
Oh my God,
I've never used him.
10k. I'm not saying he'd be 10k if he went Premier League, but obviously because it's MLS card. 10k. Yeah. That is fucking nothing. And he's ridiculous.
It's like Inform Berbatov. It's slow,
technically, he's amazing on ball.
It's quality, in and around the box when he gets in that position is just as good as any other striker.
I just think it's really good for people who are I think for everybody. I mean, people at the pink slips, it's better for them because they can afford better players or good players. I know most at pink slips now they've got to be. I mean, the thing is about pink slips is you've got to try and outdo other people, haven't you? You want to pink slip better. The problem is that you can only go so high. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you get somebody, I'll pink slip McDad. You know what I mean? Or you can have me kids. My house is on the line. There's only so much you can get. And I do like pink slips. I just think it's getting a little bit boring now. But that's just how things are. People used to enjoy squad builders, then that went a bit boring. You know what I mean? It's like trends, isn't it, basically?
Yeah, you got to follow the trends to stay on top if you want to be successful. I don't, but I'm happy with just doing what I'm doing now.
I mean, I don't get a lot of views, and I don't get a terrible lot of subs, but I enjoy it, and I think if you still enjoy it, then keep doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think FIFA this year has grown a lot, and then I think with next gen, I think the community is just going to keep growing and growing, to be honest, with FIFA. And then eventually we'll probably see like what the COD community has done eventually die down. But I don't think that'll happen for quite some time.
What did you think of the whole faking pink slips?
Faking as in what? Not sending plays or faking reactions?
Well,
or
let's say faking
stuff
pink
like
slips, faking reactions, and then obviously there's that YouTuber called Tex, is it, who faked Discard.
Oh yeah, the fake pack, and then he seems like an alright guy from what I've seen of him.
Everybody
I
does
don't.
make a mistake, don't
Yeah.
they? Don't.
But the only thing I didn't like about it was after he got found out, he changed the description
I think that's just
to be like, next time don't get trolled. Because he tried to get away with it.
That's just human nature, isn't it? That's just...
I think it's him being probably a little bit naive or something and trying to get away with something.
It's like my videos. I put somebody's age wrong. One of my play reviews. Holy shit! It is as if like I'd the Queen or something, or I'd spat in their mum's face or something.
Yeah, I did it today. In my Liverpool potential team. I was going from right back. I said we've got Johnson at right back, and then I went to the next centre back, and I said we've got Agate at left back. And someone in the comments was going fucking mental at me. I'm just like, calm down.
You're supposed to look through that and look at the video as a whole. You know what I mean? If that one thing bugs you, then maybe you should go and see somebody and maybe take some pills. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a dog.
And I think in response to fake pink slip reactions, of course the fake. If you're going to be sat down playing a game of FIFA, you're not going to be screaming and chucking yourself at the wall when your mum and dad are in. But it's entertainment. YouTube is entertainment. These videos are to make people laugh or make people feel good or whatever. It's not going to be real. You're not just going to film yourself, you score a goal, I scored, that's it. Of course you're going to go mental and stuff like that. So I don't have anything against fake reactions and stuff like that. And fake pink slipping actual players, saying that you've got someone on the line and then not actually going through with it, I think that's a bit slimy because people are just doing it to grow the channels.
I think
that's the only problem that I've got is people are actually saying it's a pink slip and it's not, and they're just getting a lot of subs.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't... Look, oh, God, I ain't stopped fighting, honestly.
Yep.
Like a little, and it carried on. No, the thing is with that is I feel sorry for the people who can't afford huge players. Do you know what I mean? Because... there's me who would have to buy a lot of coins to get a player to try and pink slip, and then I'd lose him because I'm honest. I'd give him away if I lost him. Where there's other people who have got, I don't know. I just think, I mean, it don't really bother me. I like the entertainment side of it more than anything. I
think that's what a lot of people need to take. Sorry for interrupting, but I think that's what people need to take out of it. It's for entertainment. It's not necessarily going to be dead on honesty and stuff like that. And people are always going to bend the rules and stuff like that. So people need to see what they're watching and take it with a pinch of salt and just be fine with it. Just be, I know this video is for entertainment.
I just, and fake reactions, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I think it's something that kind of is the norm now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think if someone can pull them off, then fair enough. Well done, you've made a good video and it's entertaining, and I enjoy that, whether it's fake or not. But I just don't like pink slips where you can tell it's fake. Hey, he's back.
Sorry,
did your dad beat you up?
Flatmate came back with his girlfriend, so I was just shouting down for a minute.
We thought your dad locked you in your cage.
Yeah.
You've been gone for at least quarter of an hour.
Pleasantries. I've only met this girl once, so
There's pleasantries, and then there's taking piss. But I think that's nearly fucking done, isn't it, boys?
I think it is.
We've covered everything and more, to be fair.
Good. And Dan's going to be back next. Oh, we're not going to be here next week, are we? Because I'm in Berlin and Dan's got some shit on.
Me and fucking Alex will do it. Fuck you.
I'm taking over. Here, twice in a row.
I think we'll call that a wrap then. Right. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Black and Red Podcast, and we'll be back with you in 2 weeks' time.